Hello everyone, I'm doing a community gameplay today. It's going to be a replay review, and the player we're watching is Jakizzy. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that name. I really have to start doing more of these. They're a heck of a lot of fun. So Jakizzy is playing a team deathmatch game, and as you can see, we're getting right into it. Off the bat, I really like your start in terms of you had a good idea of what you wanted to do, which was watch over grenades. Unfortunately, your active reload was kind of mistimed, not due to your own fault, but sometimes you just get unlucky with these things, so you did not end up getting grenades. So I'm sorry if I'm going to sound a little bit harsh in this gameplay. You do perform quite well, but sometimes the score doesn't tell the full story, and I think that's what goes on with this game. There were a lot of points in the match that I'm going to point out where you were very inactive, and if you remember the last replay review I did, we were watching a player that I praised quite heavily for being an excellent support player, and I think the biggest flaw I found with this gameplay was that the support was not there. So I've played with Jakizzy before, and just before I continue, that was a good kill, a good use of Lancer. I've played with you before, and you're actually a very good Slayer. You pick up quite a lot of kills with the shotgun, and you'll see that he does this throughout the match. But the main issue was that there were too many points where you kind of sat back or weren't helping your teammates, which I think ultimately made the difference between the outcome of this match. So sorry to spoil it. It is going to be a loss. In particular, the spot that you're in right now, this is somewhere that you frequently have come back to, and you're going to come back to that spot throughout the match, and you just kind of wait for the enemy team to come to you. You didn't do that this time, and here you're able to pick up a kill, so this was really good. But even after this kill, you kind of back off. So what I would have liked to see, and so many points in this gameplay, was for you to actually gain more ground for your team by pushing up. I don't think there was actually a point in this gameplay where you went past the halfway mark over to the other team's side, and there's a lot of flaws or like downfalls that come with that. One of them being that the other team gets a bunch of power weapons. So you can see on your screen they got drop shot. They've been using drop shot and they actually got a kill. I don't believe you have M-bar. They just got M-bar and instant. So yeah, what I said holds true. They have all of the power weapons, and you're kind of just sitting back here waiting for them to play into you. Now, ostensibly, there is a small advantage when you're forcing players to come to you because you get to kind of react to what they are doing, but I don't think it's a good trade-off for the power weapons and angles and map control that they get in return. So I'm just kind of speeding up the gameplay here, and this is where it becomes very evident, at least for the first time, that there's a big issue here. You have your shotgun out, and you're kind of just hiding in the corner, and your teammate is getting lit up. And I think, obviously, you're in a sticky situation, but having your Lancer out and supporting your teammates would have been a great help there, and you were able to break out, which is nice. But once again, I don't think you're really thinking about your teammates in this situation, what the fight that they're going on. You're focused on your own life here, which is important. You have to keep alive, but you also need to be thinking about what you can do to assist your teammates in this sort of situation. And now you and your team are in a particularly difficult situation to win in. The other team has more respawns, and you do an excellent job once again of slaying, and you're picking up a lot of kills. And it's quite possible that you could have won this round, but I think it would have just been a lot easier from the get-go if you had just played for map control to get your teammates more access to weapons and angles, because that's what you're fighting for. So you do end up losing this first round. Also, just like, thank you very much for editing this for me. You cut it right to the gameplay, which is great. So now we're getting into the second round, and we're going to see some of the same mistakes being made, but also some of the same successes that I do want to highlight, which is your potential to slay. So right here, this isn't a bad choice to watch the grenades like you did last time, but if I were you, I think I would have adapted by getting a little closer. You're clearly more comfortable with your shotgun, and you do have right-hand advantage there. And once your teammates die, I think you kind of clued in that you were in a bit of trouble, which took away your attention from the grenades, and ultimately you gave up grenades. And we've given up sniper now too, so this is going to be super hard. And I don't know if I saw on my screen if drop shot was given up, but I'm going to assume it was. Big mistake there. You just saw two players that were pushing into your spawn. There again, you see them fighting. Instead of lancing, which would have been safe from where you were, I don't think the sniper would have seen you. You chose to kind of just stay sneaky and you worried about yourself there. So that's an easy time where you could have supported your teammates, but didn't do so. Here's another point where this is evident. Your teammate just got down behind you. That guy had a pistol out. You could have either rushed him with your shotgun and probably picked up an easy kill, or you could have revived your teammate before he got to you. So you do clean up the kill, but your teammate did die there, and I think you had the potential to prevent that from happening. So here again, I absolutely love the way you slay. Your shotgun game is very on point. It's just a matter of how you work that in with the rest of your team dynamic. And here, even though that player got away, I just want you to realize how close you came to getting that kill just because that player had to come towards you and you were past the halfway point of the map. That was really good. It's unfortunate that you backed off here. I know there was 2 guys, so maybe that was the correct decision, but you've put yourself essentially in a corner here, and you do get picked off, which is a little unlucky with the Lancer fire. But the problem is the farther back you get towards your spawn, the less opportunities you're going to have to escape, and the more opportunities the other team is going to have to flank you and really slow it down and work together to pick you off. So now the other team has a lot more respawns than you, and I think this is a really questionable play, staying in spawn. You're essentially just kind of waiting to die. There's not much you can do here. And I think, once again, this is a situation where I would have had the Lancer out. Your teammates are ahead of you, so you don't have to have the shotgun out because the other team is not focused on you, and you can see your teammate right beside you, both your teammates now lancing, doing a great job supporting your team, but you have elected not to do that. There it was a good move to have the shotgun out because someone was closing down distance. If the other team had an explosive near you, that could have been an easy quad, and I think you realize this and you actually push out, realizing that, you know what, we can't all be bunched up and spawn. That's just going to be like shooting fish in a barrel. And you're back in your favorite spot of the game, which is fine. I think that's a good start to opening up the map. But the problem is, you know, it's just not going to be enough at this point. And that was a sick kill, by the way. I'm just going to stop what I was saying and say that was a dirty kill. I think you had a window there to even push up more to the sniper area, but you're kind of dilly-dallying here. You're not sure what you want to do, and you ultimately spend too much time here, and you get stuck in the exact same situation you were in before, and that's not a great place to be because you don't have right-hand advantage. And here you kind of just gave up on your teammates there. I know there was grenades being tossed at you, but I think there, you know, you just ran back, and at this point you're just getting as many kills as you can, but it's ultimately fruitless. But I guess that's going to be the critique. I'm sorry if this was harsh, but you are an incredible slayer. I just think there needs to be more attention for fighting for the map, which you would be brilliant at given how well you slay. Overall, you know, you came out on top, but the score, like I said, doesn't tell the complete story because I think you could have won your team the game by helping with map control and weapon control. But good effort overall and a lot of good learning points. So thank you very much, Jakizzy, for submitting a gameplay. I'll put your link in the description below. And for anybody else who wants to submit a gameplay, you can check in the description for instructions. Thanks for watching.